URMtv.
Viewers, good evening and welcome to today's URMtv news. With me, Rabiu Kashamagama. First, the top stories. President Tinubu arrives in Maiduguri to console flood victims. Governor Bala Muhammad Abdul Qadir donates 250 million naira to Maiduguri flood victims. Also, Honorable Ismail Haruna Dabo and Abubakar Ibrahim Dembo extend felicitation message to Toro Muslims on this year's Maulud, and many more. Stay tuned.
URMtv.
And now the news is in full. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has landed in Maiduguri, the Borno State capital, to offer his condolences to the people following the recent floods that devastated the city. The president returned to the country last night after visiting the UAE, China, and the UK. He arrived at the Air Force base in Borno at exactly 3 p.m. today. Prior to his visit, the president had sent Vice President Senator Kashim Shettima to assess the situation and announced the federal government donation of 30 billion. Similarly, Bauchi State Governor Senator Bala Muhammad Abdul Qadir has donated the sum of 250 million naira to Maiduguri flood victims. The donation was made by Bauchi State Governor Bala Muhammad during the visit to Borno State, where he met with Governor Babagana Umar Zulum. He said the donation aims to ease the suffering of communities affected by the disaster. Expressing his sympathy for the victims, Bala commended Zulum's effort in managing the crisis, revealing that the Bauchi State Emergency Management Agency SEMA had been deployed to work with Borno State Humanitarian Response Squads in providing necessary assistance. He also assured that the Bauchi State government will be providing cooked meals for 10,000 people twice daily. Governor Zulum expressed gratitude for the timely donation, assuring that the funds will be used effectively to help those affected. On another development, Senator Bala Muhammad Abdul Qadir extended his felicitation message to the Muslims of Bauchi for this year's Maulud celebration. This was announced by Lawal Muazu, the Special Assistant on Media and Publicity, in a statement issued to journalists. Bala said the Eid Maulud should be used for sober reflection and self-evaluation to know how to relate with Allah and fellow human beings, urging Muslims in the state to pray for peace and live in harmony with one another, irrespective of party, religion, and ethnic affiliations. Reiterating his commitment to maintaining law and order, he said the state government, in collaboration with security agencies, will continue to take all necessary measures to ensure the safety of lives and property of people in the state. Responding to a video in circulation that featured Senator Shehu Buba Umar alleging that the recent killing of one person at Zalanda village into a local government area was perpetrated by personnel of the State Agency for Vigilance and Youth Empowerment. Bauchi State Government has called on the security agencies to invite the senator to clarify his recent statements regarding the security situation in the state. The State Commissioner for Internal Security and Home Affairs, Abubakar Bununu, met the call in a press briefing and blamed Senator Shehu Buba for politicizing security-related issues in the state. Bununu said that a person holding an important political office in the nation should be objective and mindful of security implementation, while making a statement that it will not be right to conclude a matter under security investigation. According to him, the Minister of Internal Security and Home Affairs, in collaboration with all security agencies, will not allow anybody to jeopardize an existing peace in the state by making baseless allegations aimed at creating security threats. Following the recent car crash in Magama that resulted in the death of 3 young men, Honorable Hamza Said Jama, the member representing Toro Jama, paid a visit to the victim's family to offer his condolences. During the visit, the lawmaker expressed his belief that the accident was fated by Allah and nothing could change it, emphasizing the inevitability of death for every individual. He also attributed the accident to congestion and mentioned that he had appealed to Governor Bala Muhammad Abdul Qadir to build bypass route in Magama and Toda Fulani to avoid further occurrences. In his response, Sani Aliyu, the deceased family, thanked the lawmaker for his condolences and encouraged him to continue his compassionate actions noting that only a few people in his position could do that. Some of the homes Honorable Hamza Jama visited for their condolences include Rabiu Yakubu's house, Malam Dahiru Old Soldier's house, and Aliu Sani house. The lawmaker representing Toro Federal Constituency at the Green Chamber, Honorable Ismail Haruna Dabo, has felicitated with the Muslims Ummah on this year's Maulud occasion. This was disclosed by Suleiman Issa, Special Assistant to the lawmaker on media and publicity. In his message, Honorable Dabo called on the Muslims to pray for peace in the country, particularly at this challenging moment. He also urged the Muslims to learn from the good teaching of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Similarly, the executive chairman of Toro Local Government, Honorable Abubakar Ibrahim Dembo, called on the Muslims in Toro Local Government to reflect on the good virtues of the Holy Prophets. This was made known by Farouk Abdurazak, Special Assistant on New Media, to the Honorable Chairman, extending his felicitation message for this year's Maulud. Honorable Dembo draws attention to the need for Muslims to pray for people in the country. While reaffirming his readiness to maintain law and order, Dembo expressed concern over the current economic realities and promised to serve in the interest of the Toro people. Viewers, with this report, we've come to the end of today's news, but before we go, a quick look at the major stories once again. You have heard that President Tinubu arrives in Maiduguri to console flood victims. Also, Governor Bala Muhammad Abdulkadir donates 250 million naira to Maiduguri flood victims. Honorable Ismail Dabo and Abubakar Dembo Ibrahim extend felicitation message to Toro Muslims on this year's Mauluds. As produced and edited by Kabiru Aminidori and the production team. And I, Ukasha Rabiu Magama, says do have a lovely day and don't forget to join us on our social media platforms for more interesting news packages. Thank you.
URMtv.